Hey everybody, Steve back with another video. Does anybody else remember that trend in Hollywood where they were pumping out movies, usually in relatively close succession, that were either very similar, had a same major plot point, or very similar plot point? It seems like writers and directors had an idea, and it was like who could get their movie put out first. I'm thinking Armageddon and Deep Impact, Dante's Peak and Volcano, Terminal Velocity, and Drop Zone. Movies that weren't necessarily carbon copies, but close enough together that when you're watching it, you're like, hey, this seems very familiar. It reminds me of such and such. Or when you're telling somebody about this movie you watched and they're like, oh, hey, yeah, that's such and such. And you're like, no, that doesn't really sound right. It was, this other movie. Probably one of the most famous cases of this was obviously Tombstone and Wyatt Earp, which came out about 6 months apart. Tombstone was the end of '93, and Wyatt Earp came out about 6 months later in June of 1994. But I was thinking of, when I wanted to do this video, I was thinking about The Prestige. When I talk about this, most people remember this one. But how many of y'all remember The Illusionist that came out actually about 2 months before The Prestige? Now, The Prestige, I think most people, at least in my conversation with them, most people remember The Prestige. It has Christian Bale, Christian Bale, Hugh Jackman, Michael Caine, and Scarlett Johansson. And it was a very fun watch about competing magicians, competing magicians trying to one-up each other. Hugh Jackman was an up-and-coming, kept trying to outclass and outact Christian Bale's character. And there was a little bit of a twist. I'm not going to get into that in this video. If you know, you know. But The Illusionist starred Edward Norton, Paul Giamatti, Jessica Biel, and several other people that you would recognize when you watched it. I like both of these movies. Me personally, I like The Illusionist just a little bit better. I do like Edward Norton. Not that I dislike Christian Bale or Hugh Jackman. I enjoy them as well. But I am a Norton fan. He was amazing in, the movie's kind of dark and a little heavy, but he did an excellent job in American History X. He did a great job. Actually, I watched last night Primal Fear. I'm probably going to get some hate for this. I enjoyed him in The Incredible Hulk from the MCU. I actually thought that he did a good job as Bruce Banner. Not that Mark Ruffalo does a bad job, but I enjoyed The Incredible Hulk with Norton. So with The Illusionist, it's not a carbon copy of The Prestige, but it is, in my opinion, a better movie. I enjoy it a little bit better than The Prestige. The Prestige had a little bit higher budget. Its budget was about $25 million more than The Illusionist. But both of these movies got approximately $70 million back at the box office. So both of them were a financial success. So, they both did good. When you're thinking about these movies that were very similar, most people can point to one that they liked better than the other. Most people can kind of point to one, oh, well, this was a little bit more financially successful than the other one. So what do you guys remember this? Am I the only one that's that remembers this? So what are you guys' thoughts? The Prestige or The Illusionist? Which one do you think was better? Let me know down in the comments. Please give me a like, share, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you on the next one.